Hey, welcome in. It is the Oh No Disc Golf Podcast with Eric and Kyle. We're going to have a fun conversation today, and I'd like to introduce my co-host, Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric. Thanks for joining us.
So, what are we doing here today? We are going to talk about disc golf. If you've made it here, congratulations. You made it to the second episode of the Oh No Disc Golf Podcast. We're here.
We're doing
Episode
it.
number 2. I can't believe it. We're actually on the second one, actually recording. That's pretty sweet.
We actually have some good segments for you this time instead of just whatever we could throw together last time.
I mean, we thought about it this time for more than like the amount of time that was on the episode live. So
instead of us just talking and figuring it out as we go, we have notes written down.
I don't think it was the worst idea for a first episode. I mean, it was like, a little bit rough, but what else is life but a little bit rough, right?
We're amateur disc golfers and really amateur podcasters.
That's really true. This is episode number 2. We'll get there. All right.
So the first thing I would like to talk about is if you haven't heard about Paul Ulibarri's new project he's got going on.
What was it called again?
Scratch to Scratch. He announced it on
Scratch.
Smashbox TV somewhere like Friday or Thursday or whatever. They do like a live segment on YouTube that's pretty fun to watch.
I'll have to make sure I hit them on the YouTube, hit some subscribe buttons.
Yeah. But basically his idea is he's going to take a amateur, like a beginner disc golfer, and see if he can train them over a 5-episode period to be a scratch disc golfer, which I've never heard that term before, so I actually had to look it up.
What's a scratch disc golfer?
And they will be able to shoot par on any pro course, so like a 0 on a pro course, which
okay, so like pretty good, not like winning every,
not like touring or anything, but yeah. I would think probably like near the top of like advanced, like MA1 or whatever is it would be his goal, but I could be wrong. I don't really know.
That's cool.
Yeah, so maybe like I don't know what
you want to sign up,
like
Eric.
900. If I could get to North Carolina,
drive.
How
far is it from your house? I feel like this is realistic, Eric. You can do it. It's a weekend stroll. Over the river, through the woods.
Who's going to groom them
Paul
dogs?
Ulibarri's house, you go.
Well, I was thinking about it. He's got to have everything recorded by now, right? If he's going on tour soon, it's not like he's going to.
Oh yeah, he pre-recorded
on tour.
Maybe I don't know how together he is with his pre-recording stuff, but I mean, you would think he'd be done recording stuff already.
So, well, yeah. So, is he just going to do it in his off season? Like from October, November till February is going to be when he does all these. I mean, I guess you could do an episode in how long do you think it would take to train someone? 2-3 months? Would that be? I mean, it's taken me much longer than that to get decent, let alone shooting par at Maple Hill. So
that would be pretty sweet.
That would be. Really
I would not be able to do that.
I'd be dropping discs in the water left and right.
Yeah, I don't go well with water in courses so far. I threw Truth right onto a lake that was frozen over.
Just for fun, or
no, on accident. It was the first shot into a headwind, and I was like, "Oh, this will turn over," and it just didn't. I think I just threw it really nose up because I was worried about the lake, and then it just went directly into that no-go area. Did get the disc back, so that was cool.
You just can't think about the lake. You gotta just
shout out to
like it's not there and throw.
I know. Shout out to that family that got my disc.
You let them go on the ice for you?
No, they had like a
disc retriever.
Yeah, gotcha. It was pretty close to the edge, but like I couldn't walk out and get it, and I don't have a disc retriever, so.
Gotcha.
Yep,
makes sense.
But,
so I'm hoping to tune into that when it comes release time. If
That'll be
you're
cool.
looking for any more news about it, you can find it. Yeah, he talks about it on Smashbox TV, and he's got the trailer up on his Instagram. I think it's just at one Yuli.
And we'll probably just be like looking at that and like posting it on our social medias too. So look out for
Yeah,
that on our social medias. We're everywhere.
I'll I'll probably be watching it and trying to get better too.
At ohnodiscgolf. That's where we're at pretty much everywhere.
Yep. Next thing we'd like to talk about is about what's happening over at Discmania. I think, as Kyle knows, it's probably one of my favorite companies.
How many or mystery boxes did you go
We
before?
got 3 altogether this year, not counting the Nate Perkins mystery box, which is all Discmania. So
So you're
we'll go
rocking
with
a lot of
4.
this mania, huh?
Oh yeah, yep. I got a lot of Discmania.
Gotcha.
But unfortunately, I don't know. We don't know if Innova and them are having troubles, or if Innova just supplies so many people with disc golfs that, or with discs that they have a hard time keeping up with like their original lines, which is kind of their big money makers. But the original lines are going to be taking a back seat, and they're going to be cutting it down to about 4 molds. And they're really going to beef up the Evolution line, which is made by Latitude 64, and the Active line, which is made by Yukin. It's a Japanese company.
Gotcha.
So I like a lot of the Evolution line, so I'm not that sad about it. But
I haven't thrown too much of it.
yeah, I think you just got the Essence and the Instinct.
Yeah.
For both Evolution line.
And I've only thrown those one round. So
Yeah.
And it was a short one because of the wind and snow.
Makes for a good round.
It was crazy.
Although I can't remember what weight Instinct I sent you, but the Instinct can hold up in a headwind decently.
It did. It barely even turned over. Well, it turned over a little bit. It's I'd say it's like a little bit less stable than my Champion T-Bird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be right along there.
Yeah, I think it fits that pretty perfectly. It's pretty nice to throw into a headwind. I like it.
I think the rumor is that plastic, that neoplastic, is a mix between it'd be for dynamic, it'd be like fusion and lucid plastic. It's like a mix of those.
Gotcha.
But I think it's like, because it's Latitude 64, it's technically like opto and
it's so weird how all of those different companies are so intertwined with the manufacturing process.
Yeah, but they still have to have their own names.
Right. Like, you're all separate companies, but you're kind of all the same company-ish, you know?
Yeah. Couldn't they make it simple, like Innova and Discmania, where they just shorten it to S-Line instead of Star or
But like, they're
C-Line?
competitors, right?
I mean, that's the thing with disc golf is while they're competing, they still want the other one to do the best as possible, right?
Because it's just about growing the community overall for most people. It's just we want to spread the word on disc golf.
Yeah, like even when you're at a tournament, you're not wishing for the guy in front of you to do bad. You're just wishing you do better.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what it's like to be, competing for money. I'm sure they're like, oh yeah, some of them might want a bogey here or there to try to catch up, but I always want everyone to play their best.
It's actually pretty fun to watch somebody have a good round too.
Yeah. Hopefully you can hop on that birdie train.
Right. Take their good energy and throw it into your game too. I've looked at the reviews of him throwing it. I don't think it's actually Eric. How do you say his last name? McCabe?
McCabe, yeah.
I hate butchering people's names, so I like to ask
the whole video, I thought, where he throws it.
He does. Yeah, sorry.
There's another one out there where it's not him.
So to me, it looks slightly more overstable, and it is this one that's on here looks pretty freaking sweet. Is this on the website right now? Hang on. No, I can't get it. Sad.
What I sent you? The picture I sent you?
The picture? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, not that one. It's not a burst. It's just one with his little signature on it.
Oh no, that's just a regular Judge. That's the one that keeps coming up whenever I Google it.
Oh my gosh, that thing looks so cool.
Yeah, it's like bluish or whatever.
Yep, and
Steel blue.
that's a liar, huh?
Just a regular Judge.
Why though?
Just to make us mad.
The EMAC Judge looks almost identical to a regular Judge, though. It just has a little signature and it has him throwing on it, um, which I dig it. I think it's going to be a lot like a PA3, which is what I pretty much throw now instead of Judges, unfortunately. So I'm definitely going to try out the EMAC Judge to like see if it's anywhere near um, what my PA3 is, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. You still drive with Judges, or like what's your driving putter?
I drive with harps more than anything.
Oh. Okay.
Or like a zone.
Oh.
If I'm gonna drive with a putter and I know I can like get there, yeah. But I don't drive with putters very often. I'll throw with like a truth more often than a putter.
Gotcha.
Just so I know I can throw it at like 60% and
Yeah.
on a hyzer and get there, because there's not really a lot of obstacles here.
Right. Makes sense.
But there is a lot of wind, so like putters can be kind of tricky in the wind too. So I need that little bit of overstability from a few of my truths to stay true.
Stay true.
But yeah, that's EMAC Judges. I don't know when are they coming out?
They don't have a release date or anywhere that I could see.
To
sometime
be
in
determined.
February.
Check back for episode 3 to see if we have an update on the EMAC Judges.
Another big release is the Conrad Volts coming out. It'll be after, or have already happened now that you're listening to it. But
okay,
as we're recording, it's this coming Tuesday. Never thrown a Volt, but pretty excited to try one out.
I haven't thrown one either. Has he released his like actual disc artwork and everything?
Yeah. If you watch like the YouTube video where he's talking about it, it's at the end. It's like he's kind of looks like he's being sucked into space, is what I think about, because he's like, it's like him bent over in like a C shape, and it looks like he's like being pulled up.
Interesting. I need to look it up now. Conrad Volt.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to watch the video for it, but it might be on the website.
Let's check Reddit. It's always on Reddit.
Everything.
Yeah, it's on Reddit. Like, look at that. In the first page I looked at, it's interesting. You like that
better than the hair?
Better than the hair, VR.
I hate the hair.
Okay.
I like his hair. I mean,
this is pretty cool. How much is it?
I think his hair is sweet, but
how much is it going to be?
Probably 20-25.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they usually have there.
Maybe we should buy together and save on shipping again.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything where it said about shipping.
Well, yeah, I guess it's
no
coming from
pickups.
MVP, so they said no to you. What did you do?
I just emailed them and I said, "Hey, can I order and just pick up? Is that, I live half an hour away." They said no.
I mean, they could have said yes, but might as well ship it to you from there, right?
Doesn't make sense, but
what if the disc isn't coming from there?
I'm pretty sure that's where they make all their stuff. I had the chance. I could have went and meet Conrad and Ezra at some point.
Yeah, they were both there. You could have done it.
Not there, but
yeah. I mean,
I know what you meant.
Yeah. Let's see.
So yeah, February 2nd, Conrad Volts.
February 2nd, huh? Conrad Volts, go get him. On to Eric's in the bag. I'm super excited about this because your bag has changed a lot since I've been around, or even since like the summer. So what are you throwing today, man? Let's start with putters.
So for putting putters, I'm still doing P2s. I think you were doing I was doing P2s when you were able to visit last.
Yeah, you were. P2s was the life there. I think I held one at one point, but that's the closest I have been to a P2. So,
I think I was driving with NVs for a while, but I found Discmania Senseis, and they are my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Anything 200 feet to like Circle 2
What do you
is
throw it on, or like what do you trust it with?
everything, man.
You can throw it on an Anheuser.
Oh yeah. And a long Anheuser putts are probably where I'm best at. I got this old pink one. It was my first one. There's no weight on it. They're usually pretty light. But like long Anheuser putts, it'll like ride that line and then just have that little bit of fade right back to drop it at the feet of the basket or in the basket.
Gotcha.
And then they sent out these cool mystery box ones that are kind of a little bit of a tougher plastic that are good for little forehand flicks. Can't put a whole lot of power on them because it's still a putter and will flip over pretty easily.
Right.
And I'm still rocking the Tactic and the Razor Claw for my like overstable approach.
Yep. That's
Soft.
my harp spot.
Yeah, soft.
Spoiler.
So I still have the bag and the Tactics and the Razor Claw for my overstable approach. Soft Tactic for mostly forehand flicks, where I just really need to get right, and then the Razor Claw is kind of like a short mid range with just that little bit of fade. It's pretty dead straight. They say certain runs of these Razor Claws are more overstable, but I don't know what runs I have, so I use it for what I can use it for.
Are you more trusting of your forehand now?
Yeah. Actually at hole 3 at Cass City, parked it right under the basket yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that would have been a nice one to record, but
with what?
Soft Tactic.
Nice.
This has probably been my biggest change in my bag. I used to bag a Comet and a Soul separately. A Soul for turnovers and Comet for straight to just like slight turnover shots with a little bit of fade. And I took both of them out and I replaced it with my old Meteor. This is probably one of my oldest discs I own. Bought it used, and I think the biggest difference with this is I can get it to do both. It's just about the angle I put it on. Like whereas like the Soul and Comet, I feel like are kind of made to do those two different things. The Meteor can fill them, but
I bag a Meteor too. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Just about judging, right? It's I got to trust myself. It's more about angle control for me now, which I think can be a good thing.
Definitely.
The next two things have probably been in my bag for I don't know, as long as I can remember, really.
Your whole disc golf time.
Two EMAC Truths. I got a Biofusion one, and a Lucid one. Those are probably been my workhorses for, would you say, 3 years now?
Is the Lucid one still pretty overstable?
Yeah, it still has study to it.
I mean, mine it's developed a little bit more turn as it's gone through its life.
Yeah, I feel like the Biofusion one came out and was ever since it's been out has just been absolutely dead straight. But like with enough fade that it's still going to come back left. It's not going to like turn over and just keep going right. But it's pretty much dead straight.
Right. And a couple of my truths are like that. One is more overstable, one is pretty understable.
Yeah, but you don't bag all EMAC truths either, right?
Right. I have a 2
Spoiler.
or 3. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. That'll be coming probably next episode. I'm going to do my own in the bag. Spoiler alert. Not going to talk about it now.
The next thing I bag is 2 Demons. They're by Gateway, and they're considered a hybrid driver, and they fly kind of more like a mid-range, but they feel like a
got it to
fairway driver.
Be similar to a Justice, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. Justice is way more overstable though, but
okay. So you can get the Demon to go a little bit more straight.
Yeah. Well, my beat-in,
I've seen you turn it over.
Regular, yeah. My premium or my beat-in regular plastic Demon, I think it's called Sure Grip, is pretty much dead straight, and then My Gateway Demon or my Hyper Diamond Demon is still pretty beefy. I use it for a lot of weird like forehand Annie shots where I just need to like get around a bend and let it come back really quick.
I miss playing in the woods.
That's been my big use for it. Yeah, you need to find some wooded courses, or else you're gonna come back.
I know. I go to the pines.
Get beat up.
It's pretty close. It's some trees. There's mandos. It's tough. There's gaps. I haven't been there in a while, but you
gotta hit them gaps.
I think I was there on New Year's Day. I think so. Don't hold me to
it. Who knows? The thing I think I really like about the Demons though is the feel of a fairway driver. I think that's really cool.
Really?
Like especially if you like the you don't like the.
It's only what 6 speed?
Yeah, 6304 are the numbers on it,
and it feels like a fairway driver. That's cool.
Yeah,
it's only I guess one less than a T-Bird. So
yeah. Next, I am actually missing one right now. It's somewhere at my parents' house, but I usually bag 2 FDs. I have a Night Strike 3 Color Glow FD. That's kind of my more overstable one. And then I have a P-Line Birdie Stamp FD that is somewhere in my parents' backyard. But the P-Line FD is like a laser beam.
Yeah.
It's just, it's dead straight.
Point and shoot.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty sweet disc.
Pretty consistent fade at the end.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the fade is literally just straight. It's like just finishes straight, which is sweet. A soft finish.
Forward momentum.
Yeah. They're hard to find the P-Line anymore, but if you're looking for something similar, if you get an S-Line and can beat it up pretty quick, it gets pretty similar. That's what I was bagging before I got the P-Line.
Gotcha.
Then my next fairway drivers are 2 Instincts. I got a Neo one that I got in the mystery box. This one's pretty dead straight. Yeah, like Kyle said, it's a lot like a T-Bird.
It's very similar because I've thrown nothing but T-Birds up until this one round I threw the Instinct. So it felt like a T-Bird in my hand.
Yeah, that's well, I think I'm pretty sure I've heard that it's basically just the same mold as the Explorer by Latitude 64. I could be wrong on that.
Interesting.
Which
I
is
haven't thrown that one either. You have one of those though, right?
Nope, no Explorer.
I thought you did.
No,
it might be Cody that has one.
Give it a try.
No, it's a really pretty one that we're gonna put on the wall.
Gotcha. They're made to be thrown, but that's a conversation for a different.
We can talk about it a different day. Today's podcast sponsor is Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. First off, it's free. Second off, you can record and edit your podcast there. Also, they will distribute your podcast so you can be heard on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It has everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm to get your podcast started today. This is what we're using on our podcast, so I can wholeheartedly recommend this, guys.
So next to the Neo one I have a really, really pretty Meta Instinct, and this thing is literally almost like a Firebird. It's pretty insanely overstable.
That's cool. Not like my broken Firebird.
Yeah, not a broken Firebird. Not a Annie Firebird.
No Annies there.
It's I'm always amazed every time I throw it at how overstable it actually is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Every time.
You're like, wow, that went left. Huh.
Mm-hmm. I'm just appalled. The next things I'm bagging are I got my old dynamic discs Escape. This is probably one of my longest owned discs as well. But I just started being able to find like that use for it. It's a 9-speed, and this thing is now a turnover machine.
That's cool.
So it goes straight and usually finishes right. So it's been a good addition to the bag.
Does it hyzer flip?
It hyzer flips. You can't throw it on anything but a hyzer. If you throw it flat, it's gone. It's turning
burning
and gone.
Yeah.
My next 2, I'd almost call these my pride and joy of my bags, are 2 almost identical first run CD2s. I got one with a orange rim die, and then I got one with the Huck Lab that I actually bought from a Discmania Pro. He's like, he only plays Masters 40 plus or whatever, but he bought it on Facebook, and the Huck Lab is much more overstable than my purple rim die, but they're pretty much just like a step up from the FD, so it's like a easy transition.
It looks and sounds like I want to try that when I come visit.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you throw them. I can't really throw them in the snow too much because they're clear, so it's already hard enough finding discs in the snow, let alone when they're clear.
Right.
Next one I would bag is my last 9-speed, and that's my tilt, and that is my get out of jail free card. It has saved me at least, I want to say 5 or 6 strokes since I used it, which I think it's only been in 2 rounds that I used it, so that's pretty good. Basically, if you get behind some trees and you don't know how to use something to get out of there, you just throw this up in that direction, and it goes straight. Like you can overhand it, and it just flies straight. It is insane to me. But definitely going to need a premium plastic soon because this thing
likes to crash.
Already has dings. It's got two big old dings.
Is it getting any more understable as it dings up?
No. So the thing with it is everyone grabs it and they're like, oh, so usually if you grab something kind of understable, the harder you throw it, the straighter it'll go. But that's the exact opposite with the tilt. The harder you throw it, the quicker it gets to the ground.
Oh, wow.
It's so like for if you like need to get a little, if you need to bite off a little bit of distance, you just got to do a little flick with it, or just like a light toss with an Annie, and it'll kind of like not even glide out, but it'll ride it for a little bit. But if you grab on this thing and just rip it, it's gonna hit the ground 50 feet in front of you.
That sounds like another disc I want to try out.
It's interesting, that's for sure.
I can't wait until they come out with a premium version.
Yeah, they were just hinting at it, so hopefully soon.
It's gonna happen. I was not willing to pay way too much for a base plastic, thing that's going to crash and burn. That's what it's built to do, unless you throw it only into grass.
Yeah, and it's made to be thrown in the woods.
I don't have any grass too, so.
So the next part of my bag has the biggest question to me. There's I really don't throw these a lot, but I mostly keep them just to get field work in. But I carry 3 different Enigmas right now. I carry a Vapor one, Lux one, which is the same plastic, just not swirly, and a Neo one, which is the more overstable of the 3, or most overstable of the 3. And main reason I don't throw these a lot is because I can get almost the same distance out of CD2, even an escape if I throw it right. So still kind of just working in the distance.
Yeah, might as well use the more controllable ones.
Yeah, something I feel much more comfortable with.
Right.
If there was one 12-speed that I feel the most comfortable with, it's this swirly DDX I bought, and feels the most trustworthy for me. It's like I know when I can throw it into a headwind, and I know when I can't, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Finishes mostly straight.
Okay, so it's pretty straight disc, not.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can get some turn out of it if there's like a light crosswind, but it always comes back. Whereas the Enigmas, if they get caught in like a certain crosswind, it just turns over and goes.
Gotcha.
I think part of it is like the DDXs. I don't know if all of them are. This one is like board flat. It's just like it's like probably one of the skinniest discs I've ever held. It's pretty interesting.
That's interesting. And
the last thing that I carry for disc wise is kind of just in here because I like the guy so much, but it's the Ezra Aderhold Nuke.
You bagged one?
Oh yeah, that pink one.
Awesome. Yeah, it does deserve to be in a bag.
I throw it, but it basically just acts like the Neo Enigma, maybe a little bit more left than the Enigma gets, but
gotcha.
Mostly just keep them in here as like goals, you know, like hopefully I can reach this where I can toss this thing, you know, 400, 450 or something would be nice.
That would be pretty sweet.
That's
Hey,
all for
goals,
my
man.
discs.
That's goals.
That's goals. As far as other little things I have, I keep try to keep Jolly Ranchers on me, some bubble gum, just to, you know, kind of like keep your mind off of the game if you're playing bad. Ripped Revenge. I don't get to play it much because I don't have any friends that live near me. Some hand sanitizer, actually. I think I carried this because that one time my disc landed in poop. Got a whale sack. Got my hand warmer, which I really like, a lighter, and some Aleve. Definitely recommend keeping Aleve or ibuprofen in your bag, and then a bunch of pencils and a Sharpie. And that is my bag.
Wow. That's a good bag.
It's nice. Got a DD paratrooper for a good deal. Definitely would like to upgrade within a year or so. I feel like I'm running out of room already.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, and a mini. Don't forget a mini.
Got to keep the mini. You lost your mini though, right?
Yeah, I got another one from a local. He's not really a pro, but you know, local legend.
That's cool.
Yeah, he hooked me up with a sweet one too. It's this like marbly pink with a goose on it.
I like geese.
I don't like meeting geese, but I think they're cool.
No, but they're cool to look at. And the goose is kind of funny sometimes. They can give you like a side eye.
Yeah.
Like
apparently
it's like they're up to no good.
It's one of the Innova art workers guys like stamp, like it's his like special stamp is what somebody told me on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah. We thought as we're doing these building a bag things, we'd give you some of what we think would be like the best tips while building it. And I think like the two biggest ones I can think of are throw what's comfortable, like what feels good in your hand. That's to me is like number one. If it doesn't feel good in your hand, then you know it's you're never gonna like throwing it. You're never gonna want to reach for it.
Yeah, throw slow discs, throw putters off of tees, throw every disc in your bag off of the tee, and see what they all do. If you're playing in a tee, like on a disc golf course, if you're on in just a field, throw them all. Throw them all in like different wind directions and see what they all do, so that once you actually get on a course and you're in those conditions, you know what the disc is going to do. That's really the most recommending thing I can say for a newbie.
Definitely don't buy a disc and head straight to the course. Throw some field work with it so you can figure it out.
I mean, sometimes I do that where it's like, I don't know, I just go directly to the course because like I know the disc is going to be something close to it, but I kind of know some discs now, you know?
Yeah, like you could buy a T-Bird and head to the course, but
right, for a complete noob, it would be a little bit different.
Yeah, well, I would hate to buy a disc and throw it on the next hole and lose it right away. So,
oh right, that's always the worst feeling. I find more leopards than I would really like to say. Just unfortunately lost. Top 5 gadgets.
Yeah, disc golf gadgets though.
Disc golf gadget. Okay, that's a good title. Disc golf gadgets.
Disc golf gadgets.
Sure. All right. I'll start off. How about a flight towel? I want one of those.
That's
have you seen those?
I have seen them.
Do you have one yet?
I want to build one actually instead of just buying it.
You just basically have to cut a piece of disc.
Yeah,
right?
I have old discs that I can do it with, so
easy.
But I just, you know me, I'm a procrastinator. I'm always like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Right. I mean, pretty easy to cut up a disc though.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds fun, actually. You'd be able to make multiple of them too. Like if you cut a disc, I'd be able to have one too.
I would think.
Yeah, man. There's your incentive.
There you go.
All right, but that's my number 5, flight towel. Because like my wrist, I need to warm up with a towel.
Yeah, and it's just like holding a disc.
Right.
My number 5 is a mini or a micro basket. I just thought it'd be fun to have around the house. Probably more micro for like inside the house.
Right. Mini for outside though. I've seen people play with that.
Yeah, it'd be fun to play with. Get kids
involved
in it.
I think it was almost like a mini league.
Yeah, they have that.
Pretty crazy.
That's a thing.
People are very good at it.
Well, and they have like mini buzzes that are like a little bit bigger than your normal mini.
Right.
So that
But I
could
feel
be
like
it.
that's cheating.
Well, I wonder if that's what you have to use in the league.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I've seen, you know, everyone's seen Simon's mini fun.
Right. They have a great time with it.
Oh yeah.
The toughest course ever made.
Mine is your number 5, a flight towel.
Oh, okay.
So we already talked about that. Don't got to explain it in any way.
It's pretty sweet.
It is. Looks nice.
My number 4 would be one of those hand warmers that's electric, because I have pretty constantly cold hands when it's like cold outside.
Oh, so you're gonna get an electric one?
I think so. I don't think I'm gonna get one of the flame ones.
Oh, I like the flame ones. Although I heard they had the USB chargeable one. I just feel like I'd forget to recharge it. This way I can just fill it right up and I'm good to go.
Gotcha. I'm pretty good at charging things.
Yeah, I'm not. I go to the course with a dead phone 90% of the time, and I'm like, how am I supposed to keep track?
Right. Like, how are you supposed to use UDisc for that?
Yeah. So
10%.
Yep.
Sad. I really, really need a UV flashlight.
I play them glow rounds.
I need to. It's really cold out right now, but like come summer, I'm gonna play some glow
I
rounds.
think they got an $8 one on Marshall Street. I was just looking at it.
I want to get one of those big ones.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but the people don't know.
Oh yeah. I was just telling you. If anyone listening wants a cheap UV flashlight, I think it's like $8.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, plus shipping, right?
Yeah, plus shipping. But I mean, just
Probably
get
gonna be-
yourself
probably gonna be-
yourself some glow discs while you're at it. Get you free
Right.
shipping.
That's it, man. Get over $50 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is the quick stick. It's like the golden retriever or whatever, but it's just a stick. I feel like that is a little bit easier to use. And also you can like knock stuff out of trees with it. And I think it extends like 7 feet or something. But yeah, it's just like for picking up your disc out of the water. It gets a little hook that hooks onto the disc well. Yeah, that's my number 3.
I've seen those before, but I haven't heard the name of them before.
Yeah, I think it's called, the one I'm looking at, it's the Quick Stick XL or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. My number 2, and the only reason it's number 2 is kind of the price, and I don't feel like it'll actually help my game any. I feel like it'll be a lot more fun for like field work, stuff like that, but it's a rangefinder. And it's just, they're so expensive, it's hard to put it at my number 1.
They are expensive.
But it would be very cool to have.
Yeah. They're like over $100 for the one that comes in feet, right?
Yeah, and they always sell out so quick.
They do.
Because everybody
so
wants
cool.
one. Yeah, but I thought, for field work, I thought it'd be sweet. So you can like kind of pick a target.
I would use it in my game all the time.
Measures. I always feel like that, like knowing the feet messes me up. Like I should just trust my sight.
Nope.
And I feel like it messes me up.
That's an opinion that I differ with you.
Well, it just works different for you, but it definitely doesn't work that way for me, I don't think.
My number 2 is the Pro Pole.
No. I have one of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you used it?
Yeah. I feel the thing I don't like about it, well, I thought it was going to like help my form, but it's kind of like one of those things that you have to have good form to use it, or else you're training the wrong muscles.
Gotcha. So if you're just pulling on it,
I don't
in the
feel like
wrong
it's
way.
doing anything. Yeah, but there's a lot of videos out there that tries to like help you learn how to use it the correct way. So I feel like it's helped my form somewhat, but you can't just get out there and start using it. You're going to need to watch some instructional videos on how to use it right, which is, I mean, fine, but
yeah, it's cool. It sounds like it's overall helpful to your game.
Oh yeah, I would think so. I mean, it makes you think about what you're doing, because you're not ripping it into the, you're not getting out there and ripping it. You're just like trying to go slow.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would definitely, at least trying it out. I can see some people not liking it, just like I think I wouldn't enjoy throwing into a net, but some people swear by it.
I've done that.
I think it could help. I feel like I don't know. try too hard or not try hard enough and just go through the motions where it
Yeah,
wouldn't.
you throw normally.
Yeah. So that's I feel like I would either like go one way or the other. I wouldn't just like step up there. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Worth a try for me, I guess. See if I can get a cheap net or some old sheets hung up. So what's your number one?
My number one was your number two, the Bushnell 850.
No, I couldn't remember. I knew it was Bushnell, but I didn't know the numbers.
Yep, that guy looks awesome. I am so jealous every time a pro pulls one of those out and they're just like, "Me, it's 123 feet."
And then they throw it in from there.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, it's because they know.
No,
That's how their arm knows.
They could have done it regardless. Don't even.
I know. It's just.
Ricky's like, oh yeah, 150 foot. Sure, I'll make the putt.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'll try.
I'll try though.
I'll do my best.
Shit.
My number one is I want to try out some barefoot shoes, some very minimalist barefoot shoes. Because if I could, I think I'd play barefoot. But I'm pretty sure running around on broken glass
your ringworm
and ripping my feet on cement pads would not be fun. But
yeah, that would not be good.
So I'd like to. I think Vivo Barefoot is the pair I'm looking at, but they're pretty pricey. But I'd definitely like to try them out. And if not, I'd like to try a cheap pair of Terex, honestly, just like a nice pair of disc golf shoes, because I've always just thrown in like my work boots or my old pair of tennis shoes that I'm wearing for right now.
Right.
So it'd be.
I do the same.
It'd be interesting to try something that a lot of people like not swear on, but a lot of people try to wear like nice shoes. So
yeah, that could be cool.
That's it.
Well, nice number one, man.
5.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Good topic. Good job. Yay. Yay.
We did it. We did it.
We did it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for making it to the end of the episode. It's been a great time over here. How about you, Eric? Did you have a good time?
I'm having a great time. Can't wait to see you guys next time.
It's going to be good. Check us out on all of our socials. We're at ohnodiscgolf pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have a Linktree. We have a website. It's ohnodiscgolf.com, so it's really easy to find.
If you're looking to support the show, head on over to our Teespring store to find our merch. Use code OHNO for free shipping. You can find a link to our store at ohnodiscgolf.com.